Thank you for joining us for this lavender beeswax candle making lesson. You're going to need one pan, one pot, one 4-ounce glass or ceramic container, a mason jar or a coffee mug works just right, some dried lavender flowers, two cups of beeswax. You can also use soy wax, about 1/4 cup of olive oil. Coconut oil or cacao butter works great too. A wick, a skewer or a pencil, some scissors, other dried flowers for decoration. I grabbed marigold from my little garden. Rose petals work beautifully as well. And essential oils are optional. Have an oven mitt for safety as well. Begin by heating up water in a pan. You won't need much water, just enough to fill about 1/2 inch of your pan. Turn your stove on to medium-high. Wait until it simmers, then add your small pot on top of it to create a double boiler. Watch as the wax begins to melt. Add the beeswax and oil to begin the melting process. It will take about 5 minutes to melt on medium-high heat. While you wait for beeswax and oil mixture to melt, add dried flowers as desired to the 4-ounce jar. Get creative and be sure to leave some space in the middle for the wick. Once you see the wax beginning to melt, take the wick and dip the base into the wax. Place your wick in the middle of your glass jar. The beeswax and oil mix will help it stick to the bottom. Add more as needed to make sure the wick sticks on. Use a skewer or a pencil to keep it in place by twisting the tip of the wick onto it. Be gentle. Tugging too hard will break the wax used to stick the wick to the jar. And resting the skewer on the rim of the glass jar. Let's take a look at our beeswax and oil mix to make sure it's completely melted. Wait until wax is completely melted before pouring it into the jar. Quickly add the melted beeswax and oil mixture into the jar. And fill it all the way to the top. Carefully place the pot back onto the pan, since it will be really hot. And any more dried flowers that you'd like. I'm going to add some marigold petals. And add drops of your favorite essential oil if you want. Watch what happens when the drops are added to the hot wax. You will see that the candle will harden very quickly. Let the candle sit for at least one night in a dry place with the skewer in place. Once the candle is hardened, remove the skewer and cut the wick to the appropriate size. Now your candle is ready to light. Some notes on cleanup. This is something I wish I knew before I made my first candle. Candle making could be quite messy. To clean the pot that has the wax hardened onto it, reheat the pot on low-medium heat to melt the wax. As soon as you see it melting, remove from heat and quickly wipe off the excess wax until the pot is clean. Please wear oven mitts to avoid burning your hands. An adult should take care of this part. You can also choose to dedicate a pot to candle making.